Hello everyone, welcome to Searching for Players. As always, I am David, Player 1, and yes, I know we've been gone for a little while, but we're back. We're getting back into making videos again, and I figured what better way than to ease back into things, but with a brand new episode of Loot Drop, which is good because I've got quite the pile of loot that's built up over the past few months, so there might actually be several new episodes of Loot Drop. But today I thought we'd start with something pretty new. God of War just came out a few days ago. I just got my hands on this. I haven't been able to play it yet. I've been super busy with stuff, but now I'm finally doing the unboxing. We have the collector's edition of God of War, and then hopefully I'll be able to start playing it soon. But let's just jump right in. Let's go ahead and start going through it. When you open it, interesting. The first thing you see is another cover. I don't know if you can see that, but it says God of War in there. So let's open that and pull that open. So then it looks like the first thing on top, hopefully y'all can see that there, it is the steelbook case of God of War. Let's pull that out, take a look. So it's got like a Nordic rune on the cover, and looks like more runes on the back. I'm gonna guess it probably actually says something, but I'll figure that out later. If y'all have watched any of my other videos though, you know I'm a big fan of the steelbooks. This has the game inside it already. Sometimes on the collector's editions the game is separate from the steelbook. The codes for the digital content, so we'll look at that in just a second. And then of course the art on the inside of the case, which I always like. I actually really like this. Really high quality art. Looks really cool. So of course I'm always a big fan of the steelbooks. The digital content that came with this, you have the Death's Vow armor set, a shield, a digital God of War comic, digital art book, and a dynamic theme. That stuff, personally, I'm more excited for like the digital art book. I really like physical art books, but digital art book's cool too. And then of course the dynamic theme, that's for your PS4. It'll let you change your background. So I'll check that out. But those, I like the art book and I like the digital theme especially. And then of course in-game items are always good too. So if we take this level out, looks like there's something else inside it. So inside there appears to be, I think this is supposed to come with a lithograph, so I'm going to guess that's what this is. If I can get it open. I'm missing my little sword opener that I normally have. Let's take a look. It says God of War on the front. Yeah, and you slide this out. So it's a lithograph of some artwork from the game itself. This is the sort of thing I may actually frame and put up on my wall. It's really good artwork. You can see like the shadow of what maybe looks like a giant or something in the background. Definitely has a much more Nordic feel than the old games, which of course were all based in Greek mythology. So that's pretty cool. And then the other item that was in this box, it looks like it's a map. Let's go ahead and pop this open too, take a look. Sometimes they're just paper or plastic, but this is actually a really nice cloth map. It's got a bunch of, again, Nordic runes and art and designs on it. I always like when they add stuff like this into collector's editions. Kind of lends the game a, greater feel of like authenticity or something. I really like the art and the design of it. It feels kind of old and ancient. All right, so the next thing, this is probably going to be the statue. That was the big thing this collector's edition came with. So I'm going to stand up to get this out. Okay, we got it out. It was like wrapped up, blocked in plastic, taped up. So that took me a minute to get it out. Looking at it right now, I'm really excited about this because I've played every single God of War game, but I've never owned a Kratos statue or figure or anything like that. I've never bought any of the like old game collector's editions. I'm not even sure if there was one or not, but so now I finally got one, and I'm really digging the design on this. So it's dark and gritty. Of course, you've got Kratos, or Old Man Kratos, as everybody likes to call him. You've got the his son fighting next to him. And of course, the details are really good. The faces are good. That's always a big thing to look for on some of these statues you get bundled with collector's editions. Sometimes the faces can be a little bit iffy. Here they look really well designed. The detail on the clothing, I guess they're like zombie creatures they're fighting, look really cool. And of course, you gotta love like the action pose of it, firing the bow, swinging the axe. Really liking this. I'm actually liking it more than I thought I was going to, and I knew it would be cool, but I'm just impressed at the level of the detail in this particular statue. All right, and there was one other small item hidden in the same box that had the lithograph and the map. So we're gonna pop this open, see what else is in here. So it is two like small little statues. They look like almost like small little carvings that people may have actually carried around with them or created during that time. The box had said they are Holdra Brothers carvings, so I'm not entirely sure what that means, but they could be something from the game. But I like the way they look. They have that sort of authentic look and feel, and so that's a great little bonus to this collector's edition. All right, so overall, I'm actually pretty impressed with this edition. There wasn't a ton of stuff, but everything in it seems like it's really high quality, and I like the details put into everything. You know, my one complaint would be that there's no physical art book, that it's digital only, but, you know, I'll take an art book any way I can get it. So, of course, this brings us to our favorite segment, Was It All Worth It?, where we talk about price and the value of everything. So, this was the collector's edition. There was one version higher than this. I think it was called like the Mason edition or something like that. But I went with this one. This had everything I wanted in it. And it was $130 retail value. Of course, I don't do any of the tax because then it gets just more complicated. But $130, and like I've said in the past, I always look for the deals. I pre-ordered it through Best Buy with the Best Buy Gamers Club, meaning I got 20% off. So this wound up costing $104. So then at $104, we first subtract the price of the game. So of course the game would normally be $60, but I would have done it through Best Buy, so to keep everything even and fair, the game would have cost about $48. So we subtract $48 from our 104, and now we're down to 56. I mean, I guess we could start with the littler stuff. Like I said, these are cool. They feel very authentic, the little figures and the carvings that came with it. It's not something I'd spend a whole lot on. I would say those are probably worth like $5. So that brings us down to 51. This map, though, like I said, I really liked it. I like the feel of it. This is the sort of thing if you bought it like at a Renaissance fair, I mean, this would be like $10 easy. So I'm going to say it's about $10 to me. The lithograph, again, I'm always a fan of art. So the lithograph, like I said, this will probably go on my wall. That's probably, I'd say like $8. So now we're at $33, and this statue for sure is worth more than $33. I'd easily put this at $40 or $50 by itself. You could walk into like a GameStop or a comic book store and find this selling for $50 easy. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go higher than that, but we subtract our 50 and that clears us. And that doesn't even include the digital bonuses that we got, the art book, the theme, and the in-game digital goodies or whatever. So for sure, this was worth it. Like I said, all of this stuff's probably going to get displayed somewhere. Really high quality, really impressed by it. And now I really want to play God of War. So y'all get out of here. I'm going to go load it up on my PS4, and we'll see you next time. Bye. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if you think I valued things too high, too low. And in case you were curious, I just downloaded all the digital goodies from the collector's edition. So real quick, I was going to show you the God of War digital theme and maybe a few shots from the digital art book. So check it out.